When y'all go home and you're talking to your buddies and they say, he wants to take my gun away. You've heard it here. I'm on television, so everybody knows it. I believe in the Second Amendment. I believe in people's lawful right to bear arms. I will not take your shotgun away. I will not take your rifle away. I won't take your handgun away.
So that was then Senator Obama in 2008 promising to protect the rights of gun owners. While following the shooting in Newtown, Connecticut, the president is now going to have a push for more gun control. And how he plans to get there is starting to sound familiar. Here to explain is Kate Obenshain. She's the former chair of the Republican Party of Virginia and the author of the book, Divider-in-Chief, The Fraud of Hope and Change. Good morning to you, Kate.
Hi, Gretchen. Thanks for having me.
Of course. Happy New Year to you. So how do you think the president will go about doing this gun reform?
Well, I think he's going to do it the same way that he went about ramming through Obamacare, and it's crony capitalism at its worst. Remember how he partnered with Big Pharma so that they would get profits from Obamacare? He's doing the same thing with the large gun manufacturers and sellers like Walmart, saying, hey, help us ram this through, limitations, background checks, keep individuals from being able to sell guns to other individuals. That's what the whole closing the gun show loophole is about. It's about prohibiting me from being able to sell a gun to my buddy down the street or my friend. And so that's going to benefit places like Walmart. And so, of course, they're going to be putting ads on and promoting any restrictions that Obama proffers.
Okay, so let me play the devil's advocate here. Why is that bad?
Well, it's bad because I, as an individual, should be able to have the right to sell my firearm to whomever I want. This is one step toward national registration of guns, and a lot of gun advocates, people who believe in the Second Amendment, are concerned that that's one step away from confiscation. Look, Obama's saying, I want you to keep your guns. This was the same guy who said that we were going to keep taxes low on all Americans. But look, Dianne Feinstein and the president want very broad restrictions on firearm sales. They're looking at prohibiting the sale of semi-automatic handguns. Now, those are the most popular guns purchased for self-defense by women, by anyone. Those are the ones, the Glocks, anything with a removable magazine that has multiple rounds. Now, look, I'm a woman. I have very weak arms. I shake when I'm scared. I want multiple rounds when I need to defend myself. But this president wants to start very systematically scaling back gun rights, but also to have a national registry so that if it ever comes to it, he and the government will know who owns what kind of guns.
And here are some of the potential gun control parts of the plan, the bullet points: universal background checks for firearm buyers, track the movement and sale of weapons through a national database, strengthen mental health checks, which a lot of people agree with, stiffen penalties for carrying guns near schools or giving them to minors. What I think is interesting, though, in this discussion, Kate, was that many people were calling for the president to actually talk about gun control over the last 4 years, and he didn't. Is it time for at least a national discussion about it in some capacity?
I think it's certainly time for a national discussion about some of our mental health concerns and the fact that a lot of these perpetrators of these horrific crimes are actually on some sort of psychotic drug at the time that they commit these murders. Absolutely, it's a time. But we also need to discuss the fact that gun-free school zones, if we strengthen that, who listens to that? Who obeys that? Law-abiding citizens. That's it.
Okay. All right, Kate, I got to wrap it up there. Thanks so much for an interesting discussion.